Hi everyone, I'm Matthew Moniz and welcome to episode number 3 of What's in Your Bag. Now before I begin, I just want to talk about last week's episode. We had Thomas versus David and you guys voted David as the winner. So congratulations David, you're now being entered for a chance to win an LG G Pad. Now because I'm getting so many submissions, I can continue doing this episode or series once a week, which means there will be one winner every 4 weeks. So 2 more episodes to go and I will choose a winner for the LG G Pad. I also listened to a lot of your feedback and I was getting 2 reactions. One of them was that the video was too long and you liked the fact that I only focused on 2 bags. And the other reaction was you wanted to see 3 to 5 bags per video. Now, I'm gonna focus on 2 bags at a time because I find with 5 bags, it's too much to watch and you kind of lose track of the items you're seeing in the video. And on top of that, it's just not as personal. I find with 2 bags, you get to know the person behind the bags and the reasons why they're using the products they're using. So that being said, this week we have Elvis versus Morats, both from different parts of the world, and we're gonna start off with Elvis. So here's a little bit about Elvis, and he says, "My name is Elvis, I'm currently a student in college, and I work as a photographer for the local newspaper and studios in my area." Elvis is using a JanSport 1-strap backpack. It's not a laptop bag, but it has tons of room nonetheless. There's one big pocket with lots of little areas to keep your books, pencils, and little items. The front also holds items that you need to get to quickly and of course easily. Now I couldn't find this model on Amazon, but something similar goes for around $50 US. He also doesn't use a laptop. Instead, he relies on a Samsung Galaxy Tab A. This is the 16GB model and it retails for around $200 US. Now he finds that using the Galaxy Tab with a Boomo Bluetooth keyboard case takes care of his needs. He has a slot for a pen he uses and also a 32GB micro SD card inside for extra space. His phone of choice is the iPhone 6 64GB. It's gold and it costs around $650 US. He says he uses this as his daily driver along to take photos, videos, and the occasional panorama. But the cool thing about Elvis is he also carries a Nexus 6P 64GB, which retails for around $500 US. I love the fact that he's using one for each ecosystem. Elvis also carries a My Passport Ultra around. This is 1TB and he uses this for moving files between his Android devices and his laptop since he usually does most of his stuff while he's on the go. He also carries around a couple other storage devices. He has a SanDisk 64GB and a SanDisk 32GB, which he uses to watch movies and TV shows that he buys online. Also, he has a couple adapters to convert things for his storage drivers and for his Android devices, his Nexus 6P and Galaxy Tab A. Now he also likes to keep clean. He has a microfiber cloth to clean screens and glasses and a generic cleaning brush to remove the dust that usually gets stuck in the earpiece and speaker grills on all of his devices. His power bank of choice is the Xiaomi Power Bank 5000. This costs about $20 and he says he mostly uses it for his smartphones. When Elvis is stationary, he uses the Anker PowerPort 2 to charge all of his devices. It costs about $19 and there's 2 ports, so you can obviously charge 2 things at the same time. Moving on, he also uses an Olloclip telephoto with wide angle and macro lens, and he says he uses this with the iPhone because he finds that the iPhone doesn't have that range that comes standard with other Android phones. He also has a generic Gorilla tripod that he uses for his point and shoot cameras. He finds it perfect for his time-lapse videos and slow shutter speeds. And his headphones of choice are the August EP636 Bluetooth headphones. They support Bluetooth 4.0, have a built-in microphone. There is a rechargeable battery up to 12.5 hours of listening before needing to charge. It supports music, volume, and call control buttons, and it has wireless NFC. But he also has a pair of Apple AirPods that he throws in his backpack because they're decent, and he says because they come with the phone. So that wraps up the first bag. Thank you, Elvis, for submitting your photos. And next we have Morats, and he is from Latvia and in the 7th grade, and he says, after school, I hope to get into college. This is all his tech that he brings with him to school or to his friend's house, and he says, thank you for having me on your series. I hope you have a great day. Well, Morats, I hope you have a great day as well. So first up is the bag, and he's using a bag called Hoarder's School Bag. I've never heard of this bag. They don't sell it on Amazon.com, but it looks comfortable, and it looks like it has lots of place to hold all of his gear. His laptop of choice is the Lenovo G50. It has an Intel i5, 8GB of RAM, runs Windows 10, has a 120GB SSD, and a 1TB hard drive, and retails for around $540 US. Now this is more than powerful enough to do all your productivity tasks and get you through the school year. Next up is his wireless mouse, and it's just a cheap Canyon wireless mouse that gets the job done, and the reviews were good. Now his phone of choice is the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. Now this is not his picture, I inserted it because he used his phone to take pictures of all his gear, but it's a great phone, still has a great camera, and the edges look hot. You could probably pick one of these up for $380 US. The case he's using to protect his phone is the Spigen Neo Hybrid. It costs about 17 bucks. It's two pieces that come together. You have a soft shell and then you have a hard bumper that wraps around it. Also for 20 bucks, he picked up the Yizo UR Bluetooth speaker. It gives about 8 to 10 hours before needing a charge, and you can answer and make calls with it. Also, I love it. Morat loves to record video, and he's using a Sony AS100V action cam. Cost about 275 US. It kind of resembles a GoPro and records in 1080p. Morat also carries around a USB stick with him. It's a 16 gigabyte Kingston 100G3 and can be picked up for 6 bucks. Now, he also keeps very organized. In his camera bag, he has the Case Logic Memento Sport Action, and you can see how well organized he is with all the cable ties, keeping all the cables nice and neat. This thing will cost you about 17 bucks, and it looks like it does a good job of keeping things in one place. Now he also has a 4000 milliamp power case. This costs about 17 bucks and is by Riva case. Alright, so that wraps up the second bag. Thank you, Morats, for submitting your photos. Now, if you guys want to vote for the best bag, all you have to do is click in the description down below and vote for your favorite bag. Now, for those of you out there that want to be part of the series, it's very simple. All the instructions are in the description. You got to take a bunch of photos and submit it to me. It's very straightforward. Anyways, guys, that wraps up episode 3 of What's in Your Bag. Thank you guys again for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next video.